Today, aviation safety experts gathered with Virginia politicians to lay out some strategies and changes to make sure that the horrific crash earlier this year at Reagan National Airport never happens again. 67 lives were lost that day, and while we wait for the NTSB's final report, one thing is already very clear, according to experts. There are several lingering safety problems that contributed to that disaster. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder was at today's roundtable and explains the work being done to keep you and your family safe in the sky.
67 lives were taken on January 29th when American Airlines Flight 5342 collided over the Potomac River with an Army helicopter. 7 months later, experts in aviation safety and politicians are addressing several issues they say contributed to the disaster. At the table with them is a man who says quite bluntly it should not have taken 67 lives lost to address issues that the aviation industry knew about for years. Matthew Collins' brother, Christopher, was one of those lives lost.
My heart goes out to my mom and dad every day because you talk to them and you'd think things might start getting a little bit better, but they just seem to be getting worse for them.
Ever since, Collins and others who lost loved ones in that flight have been lobbying politicians to commit time and dollars to improving safety.
There's a bill that I've got with Senator Cantwell that looks at all the component parts. Senator Cruz has got another bill I think that's frankly good.
One of the issues is the understaffing of air traffic controllers. In an FAA report that came out last month, the agency said DCA is short 7 air traffic controllers out of 30 total positions. The FAA said the night of the American Airlines crash, 1 controller was doing the work of multiple positions. However, the FAA told Congress it doesn't actually know just how short-staffed air traffic control is.
Does that frustrate you? Do you think they should be able to identify how short the staff is and when?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. If you are in charge of air traffic safety and you can't determine how many air traffic controllers we actually need, particularly in congested airspace, to get the job done, we got a real problem.
In addition to needing more staff, legislation in the Senate would also fund updated safety equipment. A representative from the Professional Aviation Safety Specialists says the flight controllers are ready for the upgrades.
We strongly believe that this workforce has the expertise and the capability to assist. We're committed to the mission excuse me, and able to accomplish the work if given the proper staffing and training.
But rarely does anything in Washington move quickly. Collins says improving safety has to be a priority for lawmakers so other families never have to feel the loss that his family feels.
Secretary Duffy has told us that it's going to take 3.5 to 4 years to implement all these changes, and I'm holding them to it. And if it's done in 3.5 to 4 years, I'll be happy.
Congress knows the tools needed to help prevent another horrific plane crash. Collins says he will not stop fighting until it gets done. Reporting in Northern Virginia, Drew Wilder, News 4.
Now, News 4 reached out to the FAA for comment about its staffing numbers and exactly how many people it needs to hire. We have not heard back. But data released by the FAA shows in 2024, the agency employed more than 14,000 air traffic controllers nationwide. The report states the FAA says that it plans to hire and train several thousand air traffic controllers over the next several years.